What's going on, guys? Patrick here. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today we're going to be looking at this extremely important pattern that is currently forming in the Bitcoin chart. And is it time to get a little cautious, or are we going to remain extremely bullish? We're also going to be looking at some XRP technical analysis, as well as tons of other news that went on in the cryptocurrency space. Before we get started with that though, you guys already know, if you want to get access to the trades that I'm entering and my expert team are entering in real time, make sure you check out the first link down below in the description for the cryptocurrency trade alert group. I post every single one of the trades, like I said, that we are entering in real time. You're going to get every single one of our altcoin trades, every single one of our leverage trades. You'll get access to the #1 community in the cryptocurrency space by far. But most importantly, for 2 weeks, for 14 days after you sign up, you'll get everything completely for free. Everything. We're not gonna hide anything from you. We're gonna show you all of our trades in those 2 weeks. And if you don't like it, it doesn't work for you, no questions asked, no matter what. All you have to do is cancel and you'll avoid getting charged. So a bunch of you guys have been in our trades recently with us. A bunch of you guys have been able to profit with us in these trades. It's been absolutely phenomenal. If you haven't, I look forward to seeing you guys in there very soon. But let's go back into Bitcoin and show you guys what's happening on the 1 hour time frame. The 1 hour time frame right now is extremely important because not only do we have the EMA ribbon currently really tight together, which indicates that in the shorter time frame we don't have as much of a clear trend definition. That's going to change when we zoom out a little bit, and I'll show you guys that in just a second. But as of right now, what I'm seeing on the shorter time frame is Bitcoin continuing to make higher lows on this end, right? We've seen multiple support touches over here, and over here. But not just that, like I said, it's making higher lows, which is an overall bullish situation. But while we have that, we also have this forming where in the short term, it looks like Bitcoin is making lower highs. So we have higher lows, which is bullish, but we have lower highs, which is a little more bearish. And naturally, you guys can see this high was higher than this one, which was higher than this one. Now, that was in the bigger picture. If we just look at this snippet over here, then things are making higher highs at this area, and we are making higher lows at this range as well. And that, to me, tying up with the current EMA ribbon being that tight together, giving us no clear trend direction, makes this extremely tricky to predict if Bitcoin's going to continue going up or if Bitcoin's going to continue going down. Now, keep in mind the RSI is also at this moment forming. We could even draw probably a trend line somewhere like this, where it looks like it might bounce or break below on the RSI, which, if it breaks below, could just mean we have a little bit of a cool off like we are seeing in the price right now. So that is the short term. That is the 1 hour time frame, the time frame that, again, moves the most. And if I were to just look at this situation right here, right, this looks a little more bullish in terms of price action, but the EMA ribbon looks a little more uncertain. But if we took this thing as a whole, then we also see those lower highs being formed, which is something we need to watch out for as well. But if we zoom out to the 4 hour, it gets a lot better. It gets a lot better, especially if you're somebody who wants to see Bitcoin go up. If you're not, then it might not be as good for you. But if in the 4 hour, there's no reason to not think that Bitcoin is still looking bullish. Now, does that mean that Bitcoin's going to be going up forever? No. Does that mean that Bitcoin can't break down from here? No. And with the fear and greed index right now being very high towards the greed side, and you guys know, sell when people are greedy, buy when they're fearful, very basic investment rule. Right now, being as Bitcoin hit just under $19,000, it's time to be a little more cautious. Again, does that mean Bitcoin's not going to continue up? No, because we have to look at the chart, and if things change, we adapt as well. But as of right now, we are above the EMA ribbon on the 4 hour time frame. We actually had a nice little bounce that came in testing the lower levels, bounced up from that. And again, we're just trading above it, which we have been for some time. And ever since we broke above it, and if we zoom out, you guys will see it's been quite a while that we've been on this bullish trend, and we've just tested the support so many times. All of these are potential trade entries that people can make a killing on. People have been making a killing entering in the right positions because Bitcoin's been moving a lot, but we've been above the EMA ribbon for some time. And again, we've maintained above the halfway of the RSI, which is something else I talked about in a previous video, which again just indicates that as of right now, until we break below on the RSI, until we break below on the EMA ribbon, I mean, Bitcoin's on a bullish, in the 4 hour time frame, it's on a bullish trend. There's really nothing else that can be said towards that. And then there's the daily time frame, and the weekly we'll look at in a bit. But the daily first is where we're looking at the macro, right? So the daily is a much bigger time frame. It moves a lot slower. Obviously, each candle is 1 day versus the 1 hour time frame where each candle is 1 hour. What we're seeing on the daily time frame is Bitcoin's RSI being all the way at this high range. Now, the last time this happened, it's been a while. Usually it just touches it and rarely just hovers above it for such a long period of time. Even here, it went above and then broke back down. It went above and it broke back down. Then it went above. It was still maintaining above the 50%, but just being at this high of a range for this long, we haven't seen that happen maybe ever. I haven't zoomed out to look at it that far, but it's just not something that's very common. So that's why something like this needs to be looked at very carefully. That tied in with the fact that, you know, we're above the EMA ribbon right now. We're seeing a little bit of that the magnet effect of Bitcoin being pulled back down towards the EMA ribbon. But as we are above, it's a bullish trend. And until we break below what's looking like it's going to be like $15,000, until we break below that on the daily time frame, there's no reason for us to be bearish. Now, do I think that's going to happen on in the daily time frame? I think it's going to be extremely hard for it to break below the support of the EMA ribbon around like that $15,000 range. It's going to be very, very difficult for that to happen. It's not impossible, but there's a lot of room where Bitcoin could fall, could have that cool off on the RSI before any type of crazy drop has to happen. Now, I want to move over to XRP. If you guys have been in the channel for a while, I know some of you guys have been watching this channel for some time, you guys know XRP, I'm a little biased. It's one of my favorite cryptocurrencies, especially to make money off of, right? Especially when it comes to, and this whole investment thing is to make money. So when everybody comes here and tries to talk to you about, oh, which one you should love and which one you shouldn't love and all this emotion being attached to one cryptocurrency, that's not for me. I just want to make money off it. That's all I really care about, right? Either grow my Bitcoin or just make money off it. Both the same thing. That's my goal. And so XRP was one of the first cryptocurrencies I got into. If you know the story, I got into it around that 10-cent mark. I sold it at around $3 when it was coming back down up here. It was extremely good. It was, like I said, I'm biased. I did really, really well with it. And then I highlighted this area a while ago. This, I don't remember how, it's probably been a year or maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years since I highlighted this area. And all I said when I made that video, if you guys will go back, I don't know if it's still up because I know that YouTube had a little bit of a purge with crypto stuff, so a lot of videos got taken down, unfortunately, but this has been highlighted for a very long time. If you've been in the channel for a while, you know this. All I said was, if XRP goes here, this is where I'm buying XRP. That's all I said, right? This is the high range of where I'm buying XRP. This is the low range of where I'm buying XRP. This is the middle of where I'm buying. Usually I go for high, low, and then I go for the middle. So entering this area, I was already able to pick some up and it did pretty well, right? We were able to make some profit there. Came back down a little bit, right? If you enter here, again, a lot of small moves that we were able to capitalize off of. But then we had this. Now, recently, as XRP's been kind of trading sideways for some time, I've been accumulating XRP. If you're in the Trade Alert group, you know that XRP, VeChain, some of these are a fan favorite in the group. A lot of people are fans of them, and a lot of people just accumulate those over time. Now, with XRP, what ended up happening was we got in this range, we tested the bottom of it, a lot of opportunity to accumulate, but if we zoom in a little more, you'll see why we had this breakout. Now, we were trading in a very, very tight range in here for around 60 to 70 days. And what I think happened was, since a lot of people were probably playing with a leverage on a very, very small move during these days, what probably ends up happening that started to catapult this, and then obviously FOMO and a lot of XRP fans probably took over a little bit towards the end, was shorts were probably getting liquidated. Those turned into buy orders, and those buy orders helped kind of push the price up, given that fact that people, again, were trading with leverage on such a very narrow price range, right? So XRP, again, it has a long way to go. It's at 50 something cents right now. If you've been in for some time, if you accumulated, now might be the time to start securing a little bit of profit, at least in the short term. Long term, still a lot of room to move, like I said, but I love seeing it move. Again, I wanted to give XRP a little bit of light on this channel because most people stay away from it. Most people don't talk about altcoins. If there's a way to make money off it, I'm probably going to be talking about it on this channel right now. Big update coming out from Webull. You guys know I just started using this platform because it lets you buy stocks, lets you buy price metal, lets you buy a lot of stuff in one platform, and it does crypto now. You can officially buy cryptocurrency on here on a very reputable exchange, on a place that has zero commissions on their stocks, on their options, on everything. Zero commissions. a very, 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 I can't emphasize it enough, legitimate place that I'm really happy started to accept cryptocurrencies, because I've been looking at them a while before for stocks and everything, and now, again, it's going to give a lot of people confidence and a good and a safe place to go ahead and buy some Bitcoin. So they're doing a crazy promo where if you sign up, you make an account, which is completely free to make, you get to access free stocks. You get, I think it's 4 free stocks until November 30th. After that, it drops back down to 3 free stocks, and you can take those stocks, sell those stocks, buy a Bitcoin on the exchange with those stocks, and then just sit there, wait, and watch Bitcoin do its thing, watch it continue to rise, and watch your portfolio grow. So free money to pay access. There's going to be a second link, I think, down below in the description for you guys to sign up. I've claimed my free stocks on them, so I can tell you it works. The stuff they give you the stocks, they can range up to like $1,400, which is insane in terms of price, right? $1,400 for a stock. If you end up getting that, it's a pretty solid return on your investment. But let's look at Bitcoin dominance, because XRP has been killing it, but Bitcoin dominance this is important as well. Bitcoin dominance has been on an uptrend for a very long time. It broke above the EMA ribbon here after being on a downtrend, and obviously during the downtrend, altcoins do fairly well. During the uptrend, altcoins do pretty bad. In the last 2 days, the last 3, let's say 4 days, Bitcoin dominance has been on a massive drop, testing the EMA ribbon again. This is extremely important. Bounce off here, Bitcoin dominance is still bullish, and that means altcoins might take a little bit longer for us to see that altcoin season. But if it breaks below, then get ready for altcoins to start having some pretty solid moves over the next few weeks, while Bitcoin starts to level off, maybe has a little bit of a cool off. So that's extremely important to happen. And naturally, I want to end this off with everything being bullish, with everybody being excited. Of course, the articles are going to be the other way around now. So here we have a Bitcoin parabolic rally, hints of a pullback to $13.8 thousand. And we also have another article that came out that said the historically accurate analyst calls for a Bitcoin drop to $15,500 to $16,000. Now that ties in pretty well with the bottom of the EMA ribbon that we had been talking about. You guys saw I showed you the bottom of the EMA ribbon on the daily time frame. Now I don't think they're referring to me when they're talking about this historically accurate analyst. They probably should be, because again, we got a track record on this channel. We're accurate a lot. We're accurate a lot of the times, but I don't think they're talking about me. They should, but they're not. But this is that range, that bottom of the EMA ribbon. That's probably one of the things they factored in when they gave in this call. Now, if this does happen, I'm going to be looking at buying Bitcoin. That's it. If it does break below the EMA ribbon on the daily time frame, then I'm going to look at dollar cost averaging Bitcoin and picking up more and more and growing the portfolio, waiting for it to start reversing and do again what it's doing right now. So that's my game plan. That's how I'm setting up my Bitcoin. That's how I'm setting up my portfolio. Let me know your thoughts down below in the description. If you think we're going to be headed back down, or if you think it is time and continue time to break that all-time high that we've been looking at for some time, let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the description. Getting closer and closer to looking like we could end 2020 having hit that $20,000 mark, which a lot of people thought was impossible. I didn't think it was likely to happen this year, but hey, I'm all for it. I'm all game for it if that's what Bitcoin decides to do. So again, let me know your thoughts down below in the description, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.